What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do a video on 8 phrases that don't mean exactly what they sound like they might mean. And I'm going to be taking these phrases from a song called Who I Am Hates Who I've Been. It's by Relient K, which is one of my favorite bands of all time. Now, this video is meant more for advanced students who already know some English, and it might be more difficult for beginners. But if you already know some English, then this is going to be very useful for you to understand these phrases. The first thing I want to talk about is the word proverbial. When he says the line, I watch the proverbial sunrise. First, let's take a look at what a proverb is. It's a short, popular saying. So when he says the proverbial sunrise, he's talking about a sunrise that is spoken about in some saying. The next thing I want to point out is the phrase losing my mind, when he says, you might think I'm losing my mind. Now, he's not actually losing anything when he says this. Losing my mind is a common phrase, and it means going crazy, like he's tumbling down the slippery slope of mental illness. Another phrase he mentions in here is to shy away from, and he says, I will shy away from the specifics. To shy away from means to avoid something. So when you're shying away from something, it means that you don't want to get too close to that thing. And when he says, I will shy away from the specifics, he means that he doesn't want to talk about something very specifically. He doesn't want to give too many details about that subject. Another phrase that comes up in this song is cross the line. The actual words in the song are, to cross the line means to go too far or to do something too much. A lot of times we use this phrase when we're talking about personal relationships with other people. For example, if your brother wants to borrow $5 from you one time, that's fine. It's not really a problem. But if he wants to borrow $500 from you, then you might say that he's crossing the line, because that's way too much, and he shouldn't be asking you for that. Another phrase I want to point out here is the phrase, take it back. And what he says is, it's the very moment that I wish that I could take back. When you take something back, it's because you regret doing that thing, and you're sorry about it. So basically, you apologize and you try to make it right again. For example, let's say you tell someone that his mama is ugly, and that wasn't very nice of you, so I don't know why you said it, but you did. And he might get mad at you and tell you, take it back. So what he's really asking you to do is to change your mind and say that his mama is not ugly. So you can say, sorry, I take it back, as a way of apologizing. Otherwise, you could just hold your ground and maintain your position that his mama is indeed ugly. Next phrase I want to talk about is keep to myself. And he says, couldn't keep to myself enough. This phrase means to isolate yourself. In other words, you are intentionally staying away from other people because you want to be alone. So when he says, I couldn't keep to myself enough, it means that he always wants to be more isolated from other people. And in his mind, it's never enough, so he's always trying to keep to himself even more. Now let's talk about the phrase bottled up inside. He says, nothing's bottled inside, I finally begun to create so much pressure that I'd soon blow up. Now imagine a bottle of soda, and you shake up the bottle and it begins to build pressure, a lot of pressure inside. But it's in a bottle, so all that pressure can't go anywhere. It's all contained in the bottle until you open the bottle, and then the whole thing blows up because there was way too much pressure inside. This is a metaphor for what's going on inside of him. So when he says that he has things bottled up inside, he means that he has a lot of emotions building up inside him, or a lot of feelings, a lot of pressure, maybe anxiety or anger or sadness or whatever it might be. And it's creating a lot of pressure in his life. But it's all bottled up inside him, and he's not letting it out. And that's not healthy, because when it all comes out, it's probably going to blow up like the bottle of soda. The last phrase I want to talk about is syncing up. I heard the reverberating footsteps syncing up to the beating of my heart. First, I want to mention that reverberating means echoing. So to sync up is a short way of saying to synchronize, and it means to make two or more things happen at the same time. So if the footsteps are syncing up with his heartbeat, then that means that his heart is beating at the same time and with the same rhythm as the footsteps. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you have any questions about the phrases that I talked about or any of the other vocabulary in the song, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer any questions that you have about English or about language. So if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I upload 1 or 2 videos a week that have to do with English or language learning or linguistics in general. So thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you guys next time.